You know, feeling good. Bop, 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 bop. I'm feeling good. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Ouch. Oh. Oh. Ah. There we go. Good to hear, Draco. Good to hear. I very God, bro, it just started. Oh, that makes me only hungrier. I am very hungry. Dinner. I'm going to be eating a nice dinner right after stream. Very excited for that. If I don't fall asleep, that is. Draco, let me tell you, I'm going to make lasagna. Lasagna is good. I'm gonna go make some stuffed hamburgers. Shimmy. French fries, bacon, cheese, and yeah, French fries, bacon, and cheese. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, it will be. Just beer bottles and coffee cups looking all over the place. Oh boy! Hey Draco, talk about D&D for a second. You ever played 3rd edition? I don't know. I know we had this conversation before, but I can't remember. Like original 3rd edition, not 3.5. There we go. Trash. Route. Let's go and do this. 3rd edition was horrible. I much prefer 5th edition. But 3rd edition has its charm. I'll say that much. The thing is about 3rd edition, it's really... It's not streamlined at all. You have a lot, especially if you're certain classes like fighter or wizard, you have a lot more freedom. But spellcasting sucks. Also, movement sucks. 5e is way better mechanically. 4th edition is pretty bad. But let me explain to you like this. So take a wizard, right? What do you do as a wizard in, you know, 5th edition? You cast spells. You must think you're pretty cool doing that. You can cast Misty Step, get a good position, and then boom, you hit them with maybe a guiding bolt. If you're like certain wizard subclasses, or maybe like a witch bolt. Pretty cool. In 3rd edition, it was a little different, but you know, 5th edition you can be pretty cool. You'll get multiple turns to cast multiple different spells. You'll be really powerful. You know, you could even like swap up your spells and like cast magic missiles or something, that depending on the situation. In 3rd edition, it went like this. You were a spellcaster. Combat starts. You try and get as far away as possible. You use your action to cast a spell. The enemy gets up to you on their next turn. You get your free provoked opportunity attack, because opportunity attacks are provoked on approaching the enemy in that system, as well as leaving, as well as, like, you know, retreating from the enemy. Usually with a dagger, because there was no, like, melee spells back then that you could use as a reaction. And then you just became a peasant with a dagger after you cast that first spell. It sucked. That's how it was. That's how it was. There wasn't a whole lot of things like Misty Step. Or like anything like that. As a wizard, you were basically a sniper. You had to be as far away from the action as physically possible, or you would just die. Because you had no health. Also, health in 3rd edition was fucking bonkers. In 3rd edition, because of how health worked, you could just, like, be incredibly fragile. For no other reason than you got fucked. In 3rd edition, it's roll lineup, which means you roll your stats in order, and that's what you get. So basically, if you're a fighter and you get a bad, like, you know, power and a bad swiftness stat, which are your two main stats you use to, you know, fight people, you're not a fighter anymore. You probably want to pick something else. If you just get bad all stats all round, sucks to be you. Try a different character, I guess. It does have its charm, of course. It's pretty fucking bad. It does have some of its charm, but it's difficult to enjoy sometimes. The ads are going to start in 45 seconds. It's difficult to enjoy sometimes. I think the thing about it that kind of puts me off so hard is just how brutal rolling stats is in that game, and there's no like standard array kind of thing, and you can't pick your scores unless the DM lets you, so you just suck. If you roll bad, you suck. At least in 5th edition, you can be better. You could be better in 5th edition. It would be alright. But 5th edition has a lot of, like, rules that don't make a whole lot of fucking sense and are really irritating. Like, Draco. If you're still here after the advertisements, that is. Oh, they haven't started yet. Okay. Did you know Wizards of the Coasts break their own rules constantly when making monsters? Like how fist damage works? Fist damage is not supposed to scale. So it states that oversized weapons are only items, but there are multiple accounts of fist damage scaling with huh. I see Red Bull's back in, eh? I think that's our 3rd Red Bull ad? I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So fist damage is not supposed to scale with your size, it's supposed to scale with your weapon. That's specifically stated in the back of the DMG where oversized weapon rules are. However, Wizards likes to just forget about that and do it anyways. I think the best example of this is the Mouth of Glatar Hill Giant, which its fist damage scales with its size. That's not too bad. That's just monster making, right? They just want to make it a bit more threatening, so it does a little bit more damage. Okay, let me give you another one. Another example for a giant. It specifically states, under the description of the shield in the player's handbook, that a creature cannot benefit from 2 shields at the same time. It isn't that bad, no. A creature cannot benefit from 2 shields at the same time. However, the Fire Giant Dreadnought can, for some reason. Which it does. It benefits from 2 shields simultaneously. It even says this next to its AC. Which is kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. Saying that you can't do this, it's against the rules, and then immediately turning around and breaking your own rules. So fucking weird. It's so strange. There's so many, like, weird monster interactions like that. I think another good one is the pirate. I think it's the Buccaneer stat. They have this really powerful... They have this really powerful ability called Brace. What they can do is they can, if they see a creature that is about to take damage, BPS damage, they can choose to, you know, use their reaction. I think it's to use their reaction and reduce the damage by a D10. And keep in mind, there's no limit to how many creatures can do that on the same attack. It's so weird how they break their own rules. Of course. Okay, we already read that one. You got any other, like, really funny examples of, like, a monster or something that clearly breaks the rules, but does it anyways for, you know, variety? Because I get it, right? Making monsters is difficult, and if you go by the rules, then you're very limited. But there are small things that logically make sense, but you're not allowed to do. I'm fine with exceptions too in my games, right? I'm fine with exceptions too. It really works out. But it just... When you're playing something when you're playing like a game, right, and you're in the middle of like a session, and then something happens. A monster uses an ability which is you could never possibly do, like a dreadnought being able to dual wield shields and gain their AC benefit, right? Which is a cool idea, especially for like a cleric, maybe a life cleric who would have that. But the book explicitly states that you cannot do it, which fucking sucks. Jimmy! As like a life cleric, dual wielding shields with heavy armor would be really cool. It'd be badass. See, I can't see why they did that. Sure, that would be very powerful. But I don't understand. I don't understand the lack of consistency. Boop. Plus, that's a really cool idea, right? Just being like a... Yeah, plate mail, 2 shields and defensive. That would be 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. That'd be pretty good. Just completely dedicating it. Shield punch doesn't do a whole lot of damage either. It does a D4, I believe. It'd be really defensive, which is a cool idea. Wow. Mystia. Innate spellcasting. You can kind of already do that. You don't need... Like, 23 AC is really, really good, but you don't need... You don't need that to do that. It's just a creative idea that you don't need to understand the mechanics to use. Honestly, I still don't like the idea of it. It feels really cheap. I get it, though. I get it. I get why it's like that, because it would be otherwise be very, very, very... Whoa, what's up, man? What's up? This guy again. Fuck! Second. Oh, shit. I'm losing track. My eyes hurt me, kinda. I have to focus on this. Hold on. What's up, Nemesis? How you doing, man? It is a good day. It is a good day. I'm feeling... happy. I'm feeling happy and proper. Hey, 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 hey. Don't forget about the stuff tonight, alright? Reading some touhou manga, fan manga. Don't forget about the internet stuff tonight, alright, man? Don't forget about that. If you know... Well, actually, it might have already happened for you, now that I think about it, because you're in a very different time zone. Feeling's photogenic? A Thrycreen. Yeah, Thrycreen could be good doing that. You could attack. You could use a short sword. Did you forget about that? Unfortunately, shields are small objects, I believe. You can't pick up a shield with a Thrycreen's extra limbs. They can only pick up tiny objects. I think. I'm pretty sure shields are a small object. Of course you... you'll get them next time. You get them next time. Mission failed. We'll get them next time. On the bright side, we are making fuckloads of money, gentlemen. 72,000 thus far. Let me actually... While we're making fuckloads of money, 84,000, can we get 100,000? Come on, I'm looking for 100,000. 100,000 going up. Can I get 100,000, 100,000, 100,000? Can I get 100,000, please? 88,000, 88,000. Can I get 100,000, 100,000? Can I get 100,000? 90,000. Looking for 100. Looking for 100,000. Kaguya, my girl! Kaguya! Oh, you look beautiful today. If she orders fast enough, we might be able to get this in. Hold on. I'm trying to min-max my currency currently. Yeah, I got a guy doing that in a different campaign. One of the players in a campaign I play on Kaguya. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, you're too fucking late. That clock can't tick further. Oh, by the way, she was possessed, if you didn't notice. Yeah, I had to look this up. Yeah, you can't actually do that. Thrycreen can only manipulate small objects in their hands and... tiny objects and light weapons. Weapons with the light property. It takes both of their hands to do that as well. Although most DMs just rule it that you can, hold two short swords in either. Thrycreen is one of those fucking races that really sucks because they're just so limited by rule technicalities. Mild. Some Mongolians. They did, yeah. I've heard about that. 118,000, boys. Oh, the money rolls in. Look at all that cash. Look at how beautiful that is. Yeah, but those are the equip rules in D&D, and no one ever pays attention to those. They were better. You know what? Mysterious missing person. Yep. Well, shit. It wasn't Kaguya. We made a lot of money last night. 900,000. The equip rules in D&D are kind of crazy. So in 3rd edition, it was much better. I still run this in my games. Object interact actions in 3rd edition take your movement speed. Specifically, they take half of your maximum, like, movement to do. So that's kind of what we're talking about, Nemesis. There is a creature in D&D. It works pretty well. I've done a build similarly. There is a creature in D&D called a tricrene. It's like a bug person. And they have an ability. Here, I'll actually read it to you. So they have an ability called Second Arms. You have 2 slightly smaller secondary arms below your primary arms. The secondary arms can manipulate an object, open and close containers, pick up and set down tiny objects, or wield a weapon that has the light property. Now the thing is, this probably is the most misunderstood racial ability. Because they can't, actually. Because both arms have to manipulate that weapon. Both arms have to manipulate that weapon. I usually just rule it that yes, you can dual wield with your lower arms. That's literally your entire race's thing, other than kind of having good AC and maybe having good stealth. Unfortunately, that's not really a thing you can do. There's no benefit for dual wielding. Oh yeah, it's also way expensive, but there's no actual benefit for dual wielding ranged weapons. There's no like ranged weapon ability that lets you fire with a ranged weapon. Dual wielding only applies to melee weapons. Unfortunately. Two swords would work, though. You can do 2 swords. What most people do is do a shield, because their AC is pretty good. They get 13 plus their dex, which is pretty good. A shield, a spear, and 2 short swords. or a shield, a spear, and 2 daggers, or a shield, a long sword, and a short sword. So that's another technicality. It doesn't, so the weapon has to have the light property, right? A spear doesn't have the light property, so they can't use it. But something like a short sword does. So the weapons they can use in their lower arms are pretty limited. They can use... So, in total they can use daggers, hand axes, light hammers, sickles, scimitars, short swords, and hand crossbows, and that is it. No. It's like featherlight. It's a weapon that is light enough to carry. It's alright. It's alright. Light weapons are kind of ass. Light weapons are kind of a joke. There we go. The Tri-Queen don't actually reproduce like that, I believe. Tri-Queens have like a queen that clones herself. I know, I had to listen to a lecture about Tri-Queen biology in a different campaign. Well, it's, you know, it's nice that you're here when you are. I always appreciate it. Oh my god. Tri-Queen are also from the astral plane, weirdly enough. So basically, these creatures are from the ghost realm. Tri-Queen are originally from the astral plane, but they came to the material world. They're a pretty good race overall. Their carapace being 13 plus dex is nice as fuck. Really nice. And then, you know, they have advantage on stealth. They're also one of the races that can choose to be medium or small, which is pretty good. Yeah, it can work. It can work. Usually what I would do there is I'd go, let's just say like a standard level 20 character. I'd go fighter into probably Eldritch Knight. Huh? Oh. Oh, bye. See ya. I've seen a different one where Sakuya does something similar, where Sakuya ties up Marissa and tries to interrogate her about stolen stuff. But I'd go probably, if it was a standard level 20 character, I'd go 11 levels fighter, probably 12 levels fighter, 12 levels fighter into Eldritch Knight. Not Eldritch Knight. Actually, you know what would be way better than Eldritch Knight? Really thinking about it. Samurai. Samurai would actually be good here. Because you're also becoming a rogue. So 12 level samurai fighter. The whole point is not like to dual wield. The whole point is to like use your arms as like weapon carries. So you can, if the DM lets you, that is. So you can like have a shield in one hand and then use a greatsword. Or something like that, or a rapier, sorry. Something like that. Oh, you could do like a battle axe if you wanted to. You could put a couple levels into monk and make it count as a finesse weapon. To make it proc for fucking thingy. And then you can dual wield a short sword in one of your lower hands for when you run out of fighting spirits. But that way you have 3 attacks. You have 3 attacks, you have something to use your bonus action on. You always have your sneak attack because of fighting spirit. And then honestly, for rogue, I'm not even sure what you would want. Assassin would be alright, but that's spreading your stats pretty thin. You'd have to have really high dex, which ain't impossible for you. You'd probably want to pick up alert. Just like pick up alert and you can go assassin. Fighting style, you probably want defensive. No, you don't want defensive, you want mariner. You want mariner. Just pick up mariner. No, actually, you wouldn't want mariner. What would you want there? You would want duelist. You would want duelist. Question. How would you rule that, Draco? Does duelist work there? Because you can use duelist with a shield, but you're a Trikreen, you have multiple arms. And you're holding another weapon in your lower arms. Would duelist be allowed to proc? That's a hard one. How would you rule that? That's a hard one. It would proc, yeah. That is confirmed that, Duelist, the dueling fighting style, does proc with a shield in one hand, right? It's a common misconception that it doesn't. But the thing is, you're not allowed to hold another weapon in your other hand. It states, while not holding a weapon in your other hand. So, that means... But you're holding another weapon in your lower hands for when you run out of fighting spirits. So you can dual wield properly. Yeah, dueling. When you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons. Actually, that wouldn't work, yeah. You'd want dual wielding, I guess. Or... You'd want dual wielding. You want dual wielding, or you could go hand crossbow in your lower arms. Here's the thing with dual wielding. You could pick up the dual wielder feat to get that extra +1 AC. So your AC would be 21. Which would be pretty good. You could pick up Superior Technique as well, that would be alright. Honestly, I'd pick up Shield Master. Shield Master or, yeah, Shield Master and I believe it's... Protection. Shield Master and Protection. I'm trying to think about it. That would work pretty well. Oh, let me take a drink of water real quick. Oh, Draco, I know you said you wanted to, like, buff Rangers a bit in your campaign, right? You said that, right? Maybe I'm mistaken. Well, either way, Rangers need a buff, but... Did you say that? Hold on, let me talk to Jimmy. I'm always flabbergasted when I come here. You know? Why is this castle upside down? That's because of the power of this mallet I hold. Is this the mallet Miss Seija wants to get her hands on? It is! Let's see. When Usunboshi exterminated the Oni, he obtained their secret treasure, the miracle mallet, able to fulfill any of all of his wishes. They can use favorite terrain, I see. I was about to say, if you wanted to buff Ranger, you could incorporate weapon masteries from the new classes. Oh my. Give me a second, let me stretch. Because Rangers are one of the classes that get weapon masteries. I'm not gonna lie. They kinda suck. I don't understand why they made them so bad. Like, they're kinda good at stacking on damage, but a paladin is just better. Like, they're good at killing single targets. But otherwise, they're bad. And they've rarely have anything to do with their bonus action that isn't just casting a first level spell. Also, they have probably what is the weakest subclass in the game, that being Beastmaster. They get extra attack and a fighting style, but it kinda sucks. I think they wanted to make like a dedicated ranged class, like a non-magical ranged class. But they didn't want to. So they said just fuck it. I think the best class is probably either Gloomstalker or Hunter. Hunter is pretty good. You basically just get like bad smite every turn. And plus, the multi-attack defense is pretty good. Yeah, Gloomstalker is just the best. It's very much like a martial classes, very much like a martial classes thingy, you know, subclass, sorry. My mind has really been fucked up lately. It's very much like that. It's very front-loaded. Level 7 ability is pretty bad. Level 11's like okay. It's just good. That's about it. You never fully dedicate to Ranger. It's pretty bad. I want to full dedicate to Ranger someday, but I don't think I could actually do it. I don't think I could do it. I'd need like I'd need to like play a fucking sniper ranger with like oversized bows and shit, and like stupid ass like fucking combos just trying to maximize my damage. Because they're very utility. They're very utility. Let me, you know what? Let's build a really good ranger, shall we? I'll be right back. Let me run to the bathroom. I hear you, Kage. Come here. Alright. Draco, you ready to see a real ranger? Oh, it can really fill any wish? Of course, but it's still a treasure of Leone. Alright, here's what I would do. This is what I call the annoying motherfucker. I would ask the DM, first of all, if I could take the Elven Accuracy feat as an Eladrin. If he says yes, I pick Eladrin. If he says no, I pick Elf. Specifically, I would pick half-elf. Yes, I'd pick half-elf. It's probably the best. Hello, Kage, come here. Yeah, I'd pick half-elf. I'd go, looking at them all. I'd go to Wood Elf. But let's say Eladrin, right? Let's say the DM lets me do that. Eladrin. First thing I'd do is level 1, because I'm a ranger and I lack damage, like sustainable damage. I lack most big damage. I have extra attack and that's it. What I would do is I'd go level 1, pick up oversized might for 1 times oversized longbow. So you have a good amount more damage. It's like an okay amount. You only have 2 attacks, keep in mind, so that's a problem. And, you know, you're an Eladrin, so you have your face step you can teleport around with. So you're already in a pretty good place. I go Favored Foe and Deft Explorer instead of Favored Enemy and Natural Explorer. Level 2, I'd pick up Fighting. I'd pick up Archery. Level 3, I'd go Hunter. Colossal Slayer, just for that extra D8. And then level 4, I'd pick up Elven Accuracy. I'd pick up Elven Accuracy for the long-term build. And then I would go level 5, get that. I'd primarily want to use like spells that increase my damage, so I'd use my face step to get into a good position in combat and then use my next bonus action to increase my damage. At the start of Elven Accuracy. Okay, so basically what I would do, right? So, my starting feat, I'd go Oversized Might to get an oversized bow, because I have very low damage as a ranger, and most of my damage is this one-time use burst damage, right? So a little bit more sustainability is really nice. Have really high dex, be an Eladrin, level... Here we go. So... Fighting style, I'd pick Deft Explorer and Favored Foe. My fighting style would be Archery. My first feat would be not Elven Accuracy yet. It would actually be Squire of Solamnia. You know what Squire of Solamnia is, Draco? It's a really cool fucking feat that I will be taking late game in your campaign, if we get to level 16, that is. Basically, up to your proficiency modifier in times per day. Oh, he can't even take 5 minutes to feed the dog properly, so I have to do it. Ah! Sorry to hear that. You know how it is, though. So, Squire of Solamnia, when you hit a creature... So, once per turn, you can gain advantage on any weapon attack you make, and you do an extra D8 damage with that weapon attack. which is pretty good. Favored foe included, your first weapon attack of a turn will be doing 4d8 plus 1d4 plus your dex. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. You get 2 attacks. So, you still kind of suck, but that's not bad. And then my spells would primarily be spells that increase my damage and give me mobility. Other than my bonus action, because I'm I'm an Eladrin, so I can step. I would use my face step, get into a good position, mark my target on my second turn, and just unload into them with my 2 attacks. I would have advantage most of the time. Pretty good. I'd use the shit out of that shit. And then at level 8, I'd take Elven Accuracy, and basically I'm a crit fisher. I use Squire of Solamnia. Because I'm using a bow, I roll 3d20 instead of 2d20 when I have advantage. And I fish for critical hits, because if I crit, I do 8d8 plus 2d4 plus 10 damage. And I'm just constantly fishing for critical hits. Plus, it almost guarantees that I'm going to hit. And if anyone gets close to me, I immediately face step away. And then I take spells that are primarily geared towards disengaging from combat and being omega annoying. And then as a hunter, I take multi-attack protection. Yeah, multi-attack protection. And then, Hunter at level 11, they get a volley. They get volley fire, which basically gives them another attack. That gives them a 3rd attack, so long as they're using a bow. And then at 15th level, I take fucking evasion. I take evasion. So basically, your setup is teleport into good position, get your bow, mark your target with your first attack, do a little bit of extra damage with your second attack, second round comes in, mark your target with Hunter's Mark, hit them with your big fucking damage attack, first round, you crit fish, you fish for critical hits with Elven Accuracy and Squire of Solamnia, and then you just go fucking ham with the stacking of damage from your spells and abilities. Or, hear me out, Draco, you pick a Wood Elf, Death Domain Cleric would be pretty good. I don't often see people using Death Domain Cleric. It's only melee attacks, Draco. It's only melee attacks. Unfortunate. It's only melee. Nice try, though. Valiant effort. But Wizard's bullshit strikes us once again. You know what would be good, though? You know what would be good? This is the dumbest shit in the world, by the way. You ready for it? Paladin. And not for the reason you're thinking. Not for the reason you're thinking. Specifically, Paladin for close quarters shooter, so you could pick up that extra +1 to ranged attacks. More of a DM-only class. Smites don't work, but they do! Plot twist! Branding Smite works on any weapon attack. And it's the only Smite to do that. Plot twist! You can go read it right now. It works on any weapon attack. Which means your third bonus action is either you Eladrin stepping to get out of a bad position or stacking more damage. Plot twist. Yes, at level 20, you take 3 levels in a class. You take 3 level, after level 20, because you're full dedicating to Ranger immediately, right? After level 20, you were taking 3 levels in a class to get a 2nd level spell, I believe. You're taking 5 levels in a class to get a 2nd level spell, which on average gives you an extra 12 damage. Yes. Is that petty? Yes. Do you care? No. But hear me out, Draco. I've got a better idea. You pick an elf. You pick a wood elf fighter with the archery fighting style. Pick up Elven Accuracy immediately. Level 4, pick up Oversized Might. Full dedicate to fighter, and you pick Samurai. So all of your attacks now have advantage, which means you roll 3d20, and you have more damage. Because you can also pick Brawny to get another oversized bow to get 3d8. And now you have more damage, more consistent damage, and you have more health. And that's why people don't play Ranger. Because the white boy class, literally fighter, has more. It's just better at everything you want to do as a Ranger. Fucking coked up white boy with a little bit of swag, busting it down sexual style. Is he goated with the sauce? And equal price must be paid for every wish. Ishibone knew this, so aside from wishing for a normal body, he didn't use the miracle mallet ever again. Such a small wish. It's hard to imagine that being the reason the Inchlings are in such a wretched state. Time changes. The Shining Needle Castle is how it is now. One of our ancestors who inherited the miracle mallet broke the taboo and used it for his own selfish desires. With the mallet in hand, he made one final wish. I want to build a luxurious castle and rule over the people. Wait. Would the castle be... That's right! The Shining Needle Castle we're right now... Ah, that's right. The castle we're in right now. Shining Needle. Which one would you play as, Draco? The Omega Burst Damage Ranger or the consistent Crit Fisher Fighter? Which one would you play? Oh my god, holy shit. You play the samurai fighter, the samurai elf fighter who just goes fucking ballistic with a bow and shoots everybody. I don't blame you. Not at all. Not at all. Maybe when I either retire or Iris dies, I'll play as the stupid ranger class and just be Mega Burst Damage Ranger. There's another one you can do, but the ads are about to start in 20 seconds. Let me actually push them back so I can tell you about this. Alright. Are you ready for the true Gloomstalker Ranger experience? Ready? Okay. So, what you do is you pick Bugbear. You pick the Bugbear race for that extra, you know, thugness and surprise attack, which adds 2d6 on an attack that, you know, it adds 2d6 onto, you know, anyone who hasn't taken their turn yet. You go Ruined. Ruined gives you a choice between 3 feats. You take Alert immediately. You're a Bugbear, so you have powerful build, so you get that extra damage on your bow from oversized weapons immediately. Your starting feat is Lucky. You go Gloomstalker Ranger. And then you're just kind of a one-shot wonder. You're probably going to go first. You basically have sneak attack at 4th level. Big energy, yes. You have sneak attack at 4th level. You have three attacks on your first turn. You're really good at hiding, because Bugbears get proficiency in stealth automatically, if you remember. Your speed is increased by 10 feet. So basically, the first turn of combat, you are fucking amazing, and you better go first. If you don't roll good on your initiative, you are fucked, but that's why you have Lucky. You full dedicate to Ranger. You take Favored Foe to get that extra damage, and Deft Explorer to get a little bit more speed. And then you're basically a ranger who's going through a phase and cosplaying as a rogue. You wear a black hood with a bow. You could even use a crossbow. There you go. That's what you do right there, Draco. Level 4, you can take Oversized Might to get an extra D8, but honestly, you know what I would take? I would take, God, what would I take? Fucking Sharpshooter, just to keep myself as far from combat as possible. Yeah, that's pretty good. They kind of said they're weird gimmick builds. They're bad gimmick builds. They really suck. Like the Eladrin Ranger is okay because you just have mega burst damage, but that's it. But the Gloomstalker fucking Bugbear, it just sucks, man. After the first turn of combat, you're just bad. You're bad at everything. You could just go back into stealth and hope they don't see anything. That's the best you're gonna do. After the first turn of combat, you just fucking suck. Like, you have okay damage. But that's it. That's all you got. That's all you fucking got. Ooh! Sorry about that. Had to yawn. They used, then tragedy struck. The entire castle turned upside down. The castle, along with the entire Inchling race, were confined to a world where none would step foot in. So that's what happened. For a wish too big, its pride could near its head before the wish itself is granted. Its price could rear its head before its wish itself is granted. The Inchlings finally realized this, and sealed the miracle mallet once more. If it's been sealed, why is it on you? It's because it's been such a long time since the incident with the mallet. No one amongst the Inchlings would take on the past anymore. Of the past anymore, so I left it in the dark until Seija found me. She told me of the humiliation of the Inchlings had suffered, and the mallet's power, and the yokai of Gensokyo who had been responsible for our humiliation. Mastermind Rogue, Lucky, Bountiful Luck, and Meta Magic Adept. It's pretty good. Mastermind Rogue is an odd choice to throw in there. I personally go Divine Favored by the Gods Sorcerer, sorry. Mastermind is pretty good, though. It's kind of like, you just use it for the help action. But there's a feat you're forgetting about, Draco. Hey, you don't have any ads right now. Perfect. There's a feat you're forgetting about that would go really well with this. Oh, no, you do. There we go. Hello? I'm back. Sorry about the absence. I had to use the bathroom. Alright. Why did I spell it? Okay, Draco, you ready? Fucking hell. He looks like a goddamn burnt... It looks like my pubic hair if I lit it on fire. Draco, there's something you're forgetting in there. Alright? There's a feat that you're forgetting in there that you're gonna want because you're literally dedicating an entire thing to it. You're gonna want Tandem Tactician as well. Look up Tandem Tactician. D&D Tandem Tactician. You're gonna want that. Miracle Mallet's power from the yokai. I thought she was telling me the truth, so I swore to take revenge. Thus, I used the mallet's power. Mystia does possess a silver tongue. She couldn't have gathered so many delinquents otherwise. Speaking of Mystia, I've never understood why you turn a blind eye to all those troublemakers in your castle. Turning a blind eye, is that what you think I'm doing? Yeah, Tandem Tactician. It's really fucking good for that. Oh boy. Let me stretch. All right. You can, you really can. Honestly, you only need like a couple levels. Like, you need 3 levels in Divination Wizard and 3 levels in Rogue. I'd honestly just go fucking... Yeah, because the rest of Mastermind stuff isn't really good. You just want that help action stuff. I'd honestly go Divine Soul Sorcerer after that. 4 levels Wizard, 4 levels Rogue, and then just go the rest in Divine Soul Sorcerer. And then you're good. You're fucking golden. Like, Insightful Manipulator is alright. Being able to know the intelligence, wisdom, and charisma of any creature you stare at's pretty good. Also, like, any class levels is pretty good. I mean, Divination's alright. I'd still prefer that insurance for, saving throws, though. I'd still prefer that those... You could probably take it to 6th level, actually, because Third Eye is, pretty bad. And then 6... So that's your 10 level, and then... Oh, it's just... You're kind of vulnerable to, like, being rushed down, basically. Like, your mental saves are probably going to be pretty good, but your actual saving throws themselves aren't going to be too good. Sorry, I had to look at it. Divination is good, though. I know, I wouldn't fucking trust my saving throws. I think I'd still go, Divine Soul Sorcerer just for that 2d4. Just for that 2d4, because you're not gonna need any, like, mega high-level spells, right? You're not going to need any of those spells, though. You're not going to really need any of, like, the other wizard spells. Plus, Divine Soul Sorcerer has a way better spell list than Wizard. Because you get to pick from 2 spell lists as a Divine Soul Sorcerer, not just 1. You get to pick from... Yeah, like Battlefield Control. You're not going to need any of those truly, like, very powerful spells. You're probably going to have someone do that anyways in the party. Plus, you're not the DPS, and a lot of very powerful spells are just DPS anyways. What you want is Greater Restoration. You want stuff like Greater Restoration and shit to help up your party. And, like, Twin Haste. That's the shit right there. Twin Hasting with the help action. And then Divine Soul Sorcerer can also pick from the Cleric spell list as well. So I don't know if Cleric has anything good by 10th level. Except, well, you know. Greater Restoration and Lesser Restoration. Their highest spell slot is 5th, so... At that point. So, what do they got at 5th level? We got... Greater Restoration. Really good. Mass Cure Wounds. Holy Weapon. Okay, what does Wizard got? So, if you are a Wizard, you're missing three levels. So, 1, 2, 3, you're an 18th level Wizard. So, you get 9th level spells. You get one 9th level spell, so you could go Wish... if you wanted to, if the DM allows you. Most DMs I made don't allow players to pick the Wish spell. I often see that. What do you think, Draco? Kind of crazy that Wizard doesn't get Greater Restoration. Is there anything good amongst these? Yeah, you're basically just your battlefield control. Yeah, like if you wanna, it's a changing point, right? Either way, this build is good no matter what you pick here. You go sorcerer, you're just a really good support. You go wizard, you're just really good battlefield control. By 20th level, that is. Because like even wizard gets really good, really good stuff later on, like Might Fortress. Maze is really good. And then, of course, you get access to 9th level spells. Basically, everyone always goes Wish or Time Stop. For this, though, I'd go Prismatic Wall. I'd fuck some people up with Prismatic Wall with this shit. You can force enemies into such a bad scenario with all your fucking bullshit spells and the help action and shit. Be pretty good. Invulnerability is also good. Gate is just really powerful. Astral projection, pretty good. Although most of the time, I've played a good few 5e campaigns. 5 of them specifically. Only within the last like 4 or so years, really. Actually 3 now that I think about it. 3 or so years, which you know I'm appreciative of, but most of the time the DM always bans Wish, Time Stop, and Gate. They always ban those spells. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I know how you feel. Usually when I do it, you get a laugh out of it, though. When you do it, you just can't read the books you're organizing. And then more than any question you might want. Instead of the Inchling's castle. Even so, due to our bodies, we Inchlings aren't exactly strong, and we don't have a lot of people we can call friends if they go, so will we. Lost yourself in it. Fair enough, yeah. To have friends of other races is rare, and we're very happy to have. Perhaps to the rest of the world, Seija is just a self-serving Amanajaku who has a way with words. Even if she once deceived me, the way she talked about the weak fighting back, taking down their oppressors and taking control of their own lives, it moves me. And no one understands me more than she does. She is my very first friend. So I'm a bit sympathetic. I'm not good at telling stories, but I can make you a dish that paints a story. I'm your friend too, Misty. I mean it. Wait here, I'll make something right for you right now. Not me. I never said you weren't. See ya then, man. See you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Cultural heritage dishes. Cultural heritage dishes. Story-loving Inchling. Cultural heritage. Let me tell you a story about another oppressed race of people. The bugs! Nah, that doesn't have cultural heritage. I thought it did. Hmm. Unfortunate, we don't quite have enough time. Fuck to race it. Hunger. Oh, I'm so hungry. Dinner is waiting. We'll have it later. That's not cultural heritage. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it kind of makes my mind all fucked up. It causes me intense pain. Oh. Ding, 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 ding. Purses. Let me go and... I don't know if there's anything even in there for me. Let me go and see if there's anything in the kitchen that I can eat real quick, like a small snack. There we go. No, I got some good... Alright, I'm feeling much better. I had a small powdered donut and a bottle of water. Okay. Alright. Anyways, gentlemen, where was I? Yep. Speaking of which, are the inevitables going to be a thing in your campaign, Draco? A lot of people use the inevitables. They're nice. I mean, it hardly concerns me, but... Alright. Alright, Koishi time. Ah, bot. Never ending, Draco. You know, Twitch cut down on bots recently. I couldn't tell. Crazy, huh? Marissa. Soda. I forget what I usually give her. It's a weird fucking bowl. Thing with strength boosting that doesn't have wonderful in it. This actually, yeah. Or this. Pork, truffle, lamprey, or... and then put a locust shell in it. What are you thinking, Draco? I'm thinking good stuff. Thinking about food. I'm thinking about the most delicious cuisine, the hamburgers I will eat in an hour and a half. Oh yeah, what doesn't currently like to work? Oops. No, she still likes it. Wait, wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What? Is he 5? How old is he? I don't mean to insult, of course, but... What? That's a bit fucked up. I see. Very interested in Japanese concept of ideal woman. You sure as hell ain't that. Kaguya, you are a neat. You know how people are when they're young, Draco. Yuma powers. Neat. Chillable. Oh my. Not 5 minutes to do a proper job. You got a point there. Oh. We're gonna have a crisis soon. Not gonna lie to you, Draco, we kinda got a problem. This might be an issue. Well, of course, he's the youngest. That's how it works. You know how families are. Beautiful. We're gonna run out of full moon's view. This is a real problem. We're actually running completely out. Well... Huh. He's the youngest, Draco. It's just how it works. At least that's what I hear. I don't know. We're possibly spirited away. By who? Moko? We're getting close to the next digit of money. I've never had a sibling myself, so I can't sympathize. Well, that's false. I had an older sister for a couple years before. Me and her were never truly close. The most we did together was trap a guy in his laundry room for a while. That's it. We were never really close. Why do you think they're all the dishes cultural heritage to you? Okay. Yeah, why are you interested in culture, Shimmy? It's like you like existing or something. They do? Thanks for making these for me. So long as it cheers you up. Thank you. I'd like to return the favor somehow. Right. I know a story about a dish. Want to hear it? I do. Please tell me. Palace of Han. She's not dead or anything. She's, gone. Like, gone to college. She moved out of state. She was my stepsister, anyways. She went to college. Moved out of state. Never saw her again. It just happened. Don't know where she is now. I don't think she likes to come around here. Her true mother does not like her at all. She hates her. Yeah. You're a white tofu to symbolize Dao-chan's purity and a pound... What? Those Zuku's teaching the pound louch struggling in the hot soup has nowhere to hide but the cold tofu. Yet it can't avoid the fate of being cooked. What? Yeah, sometimes people are really toxic to their children and just hate them for existing. I don't understand the mentality, but whatever. This is a story of a metaphor for Dao-chan's using her beauty to drive a wedge between Daozhou and Lu Bu. There's a lot of just like random hate for no reason. I think people have a problem with projection in modern society. There's just a lot of random hate for no reason. I feel like it's very common. In the end, Lu Bu personally disposed of the tyrant Dao Zhou. What an interesting and timely dish. Timely? There's been a flood of lampreys recently. I was just wondering what I could do with them. Why lampreys? Shouldn't it be a pond? I never said that. A loach? Lampreys and pond loaches are more or less the same. God, I'm fucking tired. I'm hungry. And no one will be able to see what's inside the tofu anyways. Sometimes you remind me... I remind you of a fish? Pond loach 2. Yeah, pond loaches are, I think, birds. I think they're birds. I'm pretty sure they're birds. A very expensive dish. Oh, what the fuck? Expensive, aquatic, premium, legendary, Chinese, particular cultural heritage, and soup? We often don't get soup. You were able to relax with some food, I assume. Oh, oh, can't wait to sink my teeth into a nice hamburger here in an hour and a half. I've become hungry once again. My body urges me to consume, but I hate it. I hate it. Can't leave the dog alone, I see. Oh, if I never had to eat again, that would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Okay. I mean, it's just Wang Yu scheme with Shan Daichuan's using her beauty to dispose of the tyrant that is naturally imbued with a sense of culture of the dish. Palace of the Han. No. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, it sure does for now. Huh? Oh. Maybe I'll just go to sleep after stream and not eat anything. Look, I hate doing that shit, man. It's such a mood killer, you know? Such a mood killer. I will eventually. I'm trying to take the high road, you know, I'm trying to fly them. But oh, you gotta fucking cook it, sit down, gotta cook it. That's not the bad part. And hold on, Kage needs me for a second. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, sorry. Had to also run to the bathroom. Okay, we're good. Oh. Fuck. Well, Draco. I'm feeling good. There's something I had to ask. What was it? Oh, let me think. I forget. Oh well. I'll try and remember next time. Oh! Oh. Okay, I remember. Okay, Draco. I got a distant future question to ask you. So, you know that ability to throw rocks I get at 4th level? Can I Wow, that's McDonald's. They always get the order wrong. Can I combine that ability with Magic Stone? To, like, you know, throw the rocks? And I know it's a stupid-ass thing. It's a 2-turn setup. But I was thinking that would be pretty fucking funny. So much stuff. It's not even slightly worth it. But I thought it would be really funny. It's just an extra D6 plus potentially 5 damage. But it's really funny in my mind that I infuse 2 different types of magic into rocks and I fucking throw them like a caveman. A very sophisticated caveman. Weighs 5 pounds. Throw it. Hit him with it. It's not a goddamn Neanderthal. Ugh. It is a pretty funny idea. Alright. Make a hollow rock that weighs 5 pounds. Yeah, hell, you could do that with mold earth. You can do that with mold earth pretty easy. I think mold earth might be a really good goddamn spell. Especially if you're a small creature. That is true, you could then cast catapult on them. And make them do even more damage. I could throw 2 rocks a turn. And it fucking hurt. Neat. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that because I won't be taking any rune carving things. Sweet. Also, unfortunately, none of the classes I'm taking, I believe, have catapult. I don't think that any of them actually have catapult. I don't think any of them have catapult. Suika? Holy shit, it's like incredibly expensive. Neat. Now that I think about it, money is always a struggle in D&D. Money has always been a problem. Little tiny battles, that's what we do. Stimulating. I've never even seen a fucking kobold that wasn't a player. No one ever uses fucking kobolds. And I think people just aren't interested in them, really. Modern again. Turn back clock. Although I kind of enjoy it when money is a struggle. I like to struggle in D&D a lot. I like it when things are really, really consistent but difficult. There's one thing I hate, though. It's getting nerfed first session. It happens a lot. Usually it's like some weird shit. Usually it's like some weird shit like, I told you before about the campaign where the DM said it's unrealistic for a person to move more than 60 feet a turn, so they didn't give me Step of the Wind as a monk, which was very funny in hindsight. And then they fucking nerfed the rogue so hard he literally stopped playing the campaign. Like, listen, who the fuck does that? It's funny though. It's very. It's very funny. You listen, it's not sneak attack if you're not, you know, sneaky. It's not sneak attack if they know you're there. What are you, stupid? Sure, but it's fine. It's fine, isn't that? It'll be alright. Food comes to those who... I'll just eat our enemies. I fucking probably could. As long as we're not fighting a lot of undead. Fuck it, I'll make bone soup. I really don't think it would work. I probably need 3 of them. Good Berry is just a good spell, though. It can be used for other things. Wow, that's a lot of fucking money rolling in. Well, Good Berry's just good, right? Good Berry's just good. Although we might not even have someone who can cast it. I think that is a druid or ranger spell only, because ranger can pick it from their fighting style. I think that's only a ranger spell. Or a ranger and druid spell. Adds in 52 seconds. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think about it. I'm pretty sure it's only ranger and druid. Oh, hold on, let me let the cat in. Ugh. Oh, hungry. Hello, Kage. What do you need, baby? I suppose it doesn't. But we might not have a druid. Honestly. The biggest struggle with this group is going to be organizing and actually doing anything. There are 7 of us. Ouch! There are 7 of us. It's going to take forever for us to get anything done. Alright. Boom. We're good. 53,000 ain't bad. I think Draco, that puts us just up to advertisements. Almost there. Ms. Momeiji. Are wolf tangu crows or dogs? We're wolves. Poison is the greatest cure. Medicine, melancholy. My wings may bend and break, but sleep here I will not. I dream of the lily. Flying into the nameless hill while singing, you either stupid or mad. Poison will rot the soul, but songs can heal it. I've gotten sick of your singing. Then I'll sing a healing song for you, Poison of the Valley. Got it! Ah, yeah. We're about to max out Aya. Perhaps it will be like herding cats or dogs. Perhaps it. What the fuck? Taco Bell. Hans. Structure. Heinz is actually catching up. Odd. Aya. It's Aya. It's Aya. Aya show my maru. Yeah. Oh, we got the level 5 relationship with her. Not again! You don't seem interested at all. Because every time you publish a paper, you always shout extra extra. When it comes to newspapers, the first step is getting people's attention. Only then would people read it, but it is really an extra this time. Plus, it's an issue I made specifically for you. For me, you said you don't remember me interviewing you, so I went up and dug up that issue. How long ago was that even? 18 years, give or take. Fuck, it's been 18 years since that manga released. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. You're fucking lying. He's lying. She's lying. Oh, fuck, she's right. It's been 18 years. Oh, fuck, bro. Don't kill the bird. Not yet, anyways. I've got plans. It's been 18 years since Aya's manga released. Aya has a manga dedicated to her. Aya has a manga dedicated to her It's basically like issues of her newspaper that come out. That's actually how we know that Mystia was in a rock band to begin with, because Aya wrote about it. It's been 18 years since that came out. How could you find an issue that old? I keep backups of all my newspapers. Damn! But is a paper from the past really an extra? Of course not. Due to its cost of paper, I don't create a version for yokai who can't read. So I dug up the old articles and made a new issue. You should be able to understand it now. Why would you? No matter how unpopular my newspaper may be, which it very much so is, there isn't a person... Actually... That's not true. She's got a rival. She has a rival who is another perverted Crow-Tengu with some integrity. Her name is Hatia. Hata. Ah, that's a hard name to pronounce. Ha-ta-te. Hatate. Never pronounce that one. Also, my brain is fried. So there is another Crow-Tengu known as Hatate. She runs a different newspaper that competes with Aya. She's much less popular. I'm hiring a hit squad of an ex-USA Marine. Okay. But Hatate is a Crow-Tengu who works... Another Crow-Tengu who competes with Aya. And unfortunately, that has led to... this. Hold on. That has led to this. To that. A lot of that. Looking at it, it's still pretty funny, though. How do you feel, Draco? So, because they're both Crow-Tengu, and they don't like each other in canon. They don't like each other at all. They actually kind of hate each other. Well, you can when people ship them with each other, that kind of leads to shit like that. Because they want to put it in their newspapers, obviously. Aya does actually put, like, peeping photos in her newspaper. Usually of either Renosuke or Kasen. It's pretty funny. But they're like that. Anyways, let's get through this. I'm fucking dying. No matter how unpopular my newspaper may be, there is a person alive who wouldn't be interested in an article about themselves. Interviews don't happen every day, so not reading it yourself is a pity. At the end of the day, I just wanted you to read it. Okay, I'll read it. Night Sparrow's promising new business. That's a rather normal headline. I see I was still plenty inexperienced back then. Aya, you're 1,500 years old. Instead of eating grilled birds, why not try grilled lamprey? Yep. You're advertising my shop? I very much approved of the notion of not eating birds. Is it because you're a bird? I give up. I'm clocking out. I give up, Draco. I can't. You do some horrible things. You know that, right? You do some actual things that would make someone question your morality all the time. But you won't eat bird? You know, birds eat each other, right? They cannibalize each other. They eat their children. They eat their eggs. They do horrible things. The article even praises my singing. I'm killing now. I don't blame you, Draco. I'm not even sure if it's praise myself. The photo's very nice too. I almost forgot the old days with that small cart. Even photos, ouch. These photos bring back a couple of memories. I was pretty happy back then too. Recording history is something newspapers can do. Thank you, Messiah. I can keep this newspaper. In exchange, I'll give you this VIP concert ticket. It's a piece of paper right now, but when I do hold a concert, you can come as many times as you want. Silly, I already told you I made this specifically for you. I wouldn't know what to do if you didn't want it to keep it. But I'll take this concert ticket. A grand event where humans and yokai gather will definitely be newsworthy material. Messiah? I'm kidding. When I was making this issue for you, I felt like memories of when I first started out writing articles came back to me. I like these inexperienced articles a lot. I suppose I have to consider what style of articles suit me more. Good luck with how much passion you have for news. I'm sure you'll be able to be in the limelight one day. You better not give up either. Work hard and make the concert of a reality. When the day comes, I'll use my newspaper to spread word of it all around Gensokyo. Thank you, Messiah. It's been a while since I felt my blood boiling to help you earn enough money for your concert. How about I give you a little something? What is it? Something you can't take to your business new heights with, of course. Of course, the crows have already sent it to your storage. You'll know it once you see it. I can't wait. Station's crossing wind. Dishes cook 20% faster. If no additional ingredients were added, a dish decreases cook time by 70%. Otherwise, dishes increase follow-up order chance by 30%, applying both effects if dish has trending popular tag. Only applies when used by Mystia. Food is like news, sometimes you just gotta add a little bit of something. What? Is this a steam pot? Well, Draco, that was odd. I think I'll end stream here. I unfortunately got in a little bit early because I'm starving and I'm tired and I need food. Thank you for coming, though. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow when I'm no longer hungry, no longer tired, and no longer tired of Aya. I'll see you later. She's really quick, you know how it is. See ya.